All right, everyone, welcome. Here we are, Wednesday night. You know what that means? It's another weekly ranked event. This one, another multi-class action. This time, GTR3s, GTR4s. It feels like we've been in this part of the world for the last few weeks here in Raceroom, but we are once again on the Nordschleife, the VLN layout, which means these folks will do a small portion. I shouldn't say small, because you're on the front stretch and then the back. You're basically taking out the tail, as I call it, and the S curve of the Nürburgring of the Grand Prix circuit. So it's a decently sized circuit, obviously, with the Nordschleife, and that's what you have. So you've got both classes, GT3s, GT4s. Just looking at the software right now, Pedro, as you're watching here on screen at the moment, he is, if I'm looking at the colors correctly, it looks like he might be the only GT4, which is unfortunate for him if he gets no other GT4s, because then it'll just be just him by himself racing by himself. So we may see him drop out, come back in the GT4 or GT3, excuse me, perhaps. And if we don't, then he will unfortunately be out there just running a race by himself for 2 hours. Beyond him, we have, it looks like, 13 GT3s. So obviously GT3, the more popular class, and this evening the GT3s are the more populated class. So that's what we have. That's where we are. We have 21 minutes left to practice, followed by a 20-minute session of qualifying, followed then by the showcase of the evening, 120 minutes, 2 hours of multi-class action on the Nordschleife. As always, welcome in. We're here live on YouTube. We're streaming as we always do. We got spam. We got spam in the chat. Amato's out there. Good to see you, Amato. If you're still here, there's about 4 people here at the moment. But as always, welcome. You know, here we are. We try to showcase. We try to stream as much as we can. We try to put up as much as we can when it comes to either the Americas server for the ranked events on Wednesdays, or when it comes to North America Raceroom, NARR based events as well within Raceroom, AMS2, or anywhere else we decide to take our talents. So, as always, welcome. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by. If you can stay for the entire thing, that's awesome. If you can't stay for the entire thing, I mean, that's quite okay. It's a lot of racing here in front of us. I won't be here the entire time. I'm going to throw this stream up, and then talk here for just a few minutes, and then walk away for a while, and then kind of check in as we go. Hopefully we see the amount of people that we had, and we're actually gaining people. So we have 15 GT3s, and still Pedro out here on his valid lap. I think he's on one as the only GT4. So we'll keep an eye on that. As always, this is the North America Raceroom, the NARR YouTube channel, full of all of our content, whether it be Raceroom ranked servers and races, Raceroom unranked, NARR sanctioned events, as I'll call them. On this channel, you'll also find stuff for Automobilista 2 or AMS2. We're starting to do some races there throughout the week, usually Thursdays and Sundays in AMS2, and then the other nights are kind of dedicated to Raceroom, whether it be like tonight, the weekly ranked event that changes on a weekly basis, or on Mondays where it might be a short 15-minute ranked race. Saturdays has some stuff. So we kind of have things all over the place. If you're in the server, you'll obviously know that. If you're not in the Discord community, you won't know that. So first and foremost, if you're not there and you're looking for people to race with that reside in this part of the world, either Canada, United States, Mexico, South America. If you're looking to race with some folks there on a more constant basis, definitely jump into our Discord community. NARR. No. Excuse me. I'm going backwards with it. Dyslexic there for a second. Discord.gg/NARR. That will get you directly to the Discord community. Jump in, say hello, get racing. Just running down the list of the things that we have going on in there. Obviously, Raceroom events, Automobilista 2 events, AMS2 events. We currently have an ongoing year-long Dirt Rally 2 community club, championship, whatever you want to call it. Each month, a different rally event with a different number of stages and everything like that. So if you're into rally, get in there and look it up and join and get into it. We have some folks that do ACC at times. We have some folks that do iRacing at times. So really it's kind of covered across the board with whatever you might be looking for, whenever you might be looking for it. So definitely get in the server, hang out, have some fun, race against people potentially in your part of the world. We promote safe, clean, fun racing, which everyone seems to do. So you're definitely going to have your skills either challenged or your skills pushed to the limit, or you'll be able to develop your skills even further when it comes to sim racing. So get in there, check it out, have some fun. Along with the YouTube and the Discord, we've got Twitch. We haven't been on there in quite a while because we've been here on YouTube. Nothing against Twitch. It's just kind of just where we've been for the last couple months. But if you're on Twitch and you want to follow over there, go ahead and do so. We may go there, at certain times, maybe for different things. Who knows? Twitter and Instagram, we have those outlets as well for social media. Look those up. The Twitter is in Raceroom. Instagram is North America Raceroom. Look those up. Follow them. Like the stuff or retweet or whatever you feel like doing. Do so. That's really it when it comes to the NARR metaverse. That's the buzzword as of now. The metaverse of the NARR. That's it. Discord, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. We've got some people out there on Reddit. We got some people on Facebook in that metaverse. We're putting the metaverses together, locking them in. We're everywhere. We want to be everywhere. A little thing coming up, a big thing coming up actually, January 22nd. If you're into AMS2, we have a pretty big event happening within AMS2. We have you've got the real Daytona 24 hours coming up, I believe also in January. I'm pretty sure it is. So what we're doing is we're doing a Daytona 2.4 hours within AMS2. So if you're into kind of the endurance long racing style within the sim racing world community, and you're looking for something that mimics kind of a real world endurance, we're doing the Daytona 2.4 hour race with DPIs and GTEs, all within AMS2. We're going to have 2 servers, only due to some game bugs. With AMS2, we're kind of keeping the servers to, maybe in the 20s. So we're definitely going to have 2 servers. We're going to have 2 splits. So if you're not already in the community, if you're not already in the Discord community, jump in there, check it out, get signed up. It's going to be a fun time. We're trying to have as much fun as we can. We're trying to push the sim as much as it can go. So there'll be obviously the full day-night cycle within the 2.4 hours, so the time will be sped up. There might be some weather. There might be snow in Florida at that time. Who knows? There'll be a little bit of everything. There'll be pit stops like no other. The DPIs, I don't know. We've had a lot of people testing. We've had a lot of people practicing. Fairly certain you're going to see a lot of pit stops from the DPIs. So it's going to be fun stuff to watch. There's going to be a full broadcast for that. So if you don't feel like doing it, but you feel like watching it, make sure and subscribe to this channel. This YouTube channel is where it's going to be. We're going to be broadcasting the top split. So it should be great racing top to bottom, 2.4 hours. Hopefully a good split between the classes of the DPI and the GTE. On this channel, on the YouTube channel, we've also got the trailer kind of for it, the kind of hype trailer. Check that out if you haven't yet. And if it interests you, like I said, if you're not in the server, if you're not in the Discord, jump in there, discord.gg/NARR. Look it up, sign up for it, practice for it, have a hell of a time for it. I know I will, just watching it. It's going to be fun to watch. It's going to be fun to see AMS2 kind of evolve over that 2.4 hours, just to see how it all shakes out at the end. So it should be a lot of fun. Come on back for it if you're not going to be in it. You can hang out with me for 2.4 hours. I'll be commentating the entire thing on that one. So yeah, what do we have right now? Pedro is still in the server in a GT4. Still the only one, unfortunate for him. 46 seconds off the top time at the moment of the GT3 for Simon Huber. He's from Germany. What I'm seeing right now on the server is I'm seeing Germany, I'm seeing the United Kingdom, I'm seeing Spain, some Canada, obviously, some more Spain. We've got a Slovakia out there. So we have a mishmash of people all over the world for this race here. I think folks really love the Nordschleife. Well, I'll take that back. I think people really love GT3s and the Nordschleife. So that's why we're kind of seeing some folks that are kind of outside the Americas, as we call it, and are trying to take part. So hopefully ping holds up. Hopefully we don't see any disconnects. Hopefully we don't see any people kind of blipping in and out or under the racetrack or whatever. Hopefully the ping and the connections hold up for everybody out there. So as of right now, the top time is at 8-minute 4-second for Simon Huber from Germany, with Ian McClure about 4.5 seconds behind. So I don't know how many people are actually trying to put in some practice time here with 10 minutes to go. We see a lot of people here in the pits. So they may have joined, walked away for a second, maybe collect their thoughts, use the restroom, get a drink, grab a quick snack, who knows. And then they'll come back. But we got some folks out there. Bernie Puebla, he's out there rolling right now. Mauricio Delgado, I've seen his name in the last couple weeks here on the Americas server. He's out there rolling. Mark Sutton, as always, riding around in that beautiful blue PlayStation BMW. Looks like the front end's a little messed up already on that. So Mark is testing the durability of the car and the walls already. Jord Evans is in that big old Bentley, where if there was a flash flood on the Nordschleife at the moment, he'd be the only one to survive. Ken Garbutt's out there in the Callaway Corvette, rolling around in that Valvoline livery. Rudolf Stein is putting a time in the Audi, about 12, almost 13 seconds off Simon Huber there. Mike Riccardi, he's also in the BMW. Punkard is out there. That's a name that we've seen every now and then, but he's in that Waste Management BMW, I think. Yeah, Waste Management. Look at me, knowing my liveries. But then looks like Sean Patterson's in the Callaway Corvette. Ramu Martinez is going to be in the Porsche. So we got a little bit of everything when it comes to cars. There's another Bentley there. No, BMW. It must be behind that one. Adam is in that new Bentley. He's in that ADAC 2020 Bentley. Who's that? William Lebowski in the Porsche. So we got got some interesting cars. There's one Mercedes. There's Ian McClure there. I'm not sure if that's the new ADAC one or if that's the GT3. That might be the ADAC, perhaps. I don't know. Some liveries I do know which category they are, and the others I don't. So But either way, I'm going to walk away for a little bit here. I'll try to come back right at the beginning of qualifying, but I'm going to put the software on the auto director, so it's going to cycle around for whoever's out there, whoever's on a valid lap, at least here in practice. I'll come back here in a little bit. We'll check in. We'll see what's happening. I want you all, whoever might be here at the moment, I want you all to just hang out, enjoy this. Hopefully it's loud enough. Hopefully it sounds good enough. I'll even probably make the software a little bit louder. That way I can make sure you can hear everything that you need to hear on track. But hang out, have some fun. Grab a drink, grab a snack, grab your loved one. Doesn't matter. Grab anything you need to. And hang out and watch. We got almost 8 minutes left of practice. 20 minutes of qualifying. And that's all going to lead up to 120 minutes, 2 hours of the Nordschleife with the ever-popular GT3s and the semi-popular GT4s. And that's that. So I'll be back here in a little bit. Hang out. Feel free to chat. I'll come back and I can look at it. And we'll go from there. So as always, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for commenting if you want to. If you want to dislike, go ahead and dislike. If you dislike, put in a comment of why you disliked. You know, I'm in no way, shape, or form a professional broadcaster or streamer or anything of the like. So if you don't like something that I'm doing, let us know in the comments. We'll fix it. We'll make it better. I'm doing this all strictly for the people out there. I'm not doing this for myself. I'm not getting any money. I'm not getting any notoriety. I'm getting something from it, but the people out there are getting more because that's why we do this. So if you want to like the video, like it for them out there, putting in the time, putting in 2 hours of the Nordschleife tonight. Don't put it, obviously don't put the like on there for me, only. Put a like on there for them first and foremost, and then if you like me on top of that, it's even better. I love you all out there. If you don't like me, it's okay. If you like me, perfect. So after babbling for the last minute, I'm going to walk away. We'll be back here in a little bit, and we'll catch you then. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for your support. I'll catch you in a moment. My apologies, everyone. I don't think it was on auto director. So, I've rectified that. And you will see that here in just a moment. And now it'll be on auto director from here on out. But what do we have? What do we have here? So, Adam Komarowski with an 8:01.473 top time at the moment. So Pedro, there you go, Pedro, currently P2, 2.2 seconds back. He switched from a GT4 to a GT3. So this race is no longer a multi-class. It really wasn't a multi-class to begin with. There was only one GTR4. We now have 17 at the moment GT3s. So a valiant effort to try to get this into a multi-class. Not necessarily failed, but we at least have a decent amount of people out there in GT3s. 17 total at the moment. Hopefully all 17 make it into the race session. And we'll see where it goes from there. But my apologies for not, like I said, I don't think it was on auto director. So I think it was not stuck, but I think it was focused on Bernie there for a little bit of time. Now it'll be cycling through everyone as they go. But 10 people are on the board. And quite a range right now of times. Adam Komarowski, 8:01.473, currently the top time, and all the way down to 11th. You've got Mike Riccardi, who is currently about 54 seconds off the pace, and you know, there's really nothing to scoff at on whatever time you put in on the Nordschleife. It is a tough circuit. From my own personal experience, I'm not good at it. I don't do it very often. I would be right there as well, putting in like a 9-minute lap even in GT3. I can't wrap my head personally around the Nordschleife. Probably just from not doing it very much, from not wanting to do it very much because I'm not good at it. So anyone who can finish a lap, doesn't matter what the time is, that is a thumbs up in my book. So this race, obviously, for everyone will be finishing. First and foremost, not really where you're finishing, just getting to the finish. If you can stay on track, and if you can stay out of the wall, if you can stay away from issues and problems, you'll finish, but then you might have a good chance of finishing higher than what you think, because people in front of you might have problems. They may crash out. I mean, I've done it. So anything can happen in a race on this circuit, but then in a race with this much time, 2 hours in the race session. So I saw William Lebowski there just Tokyo drift it through that turn. But now that I'm sitting down here again, thank you to everyone who's still here. Thank you to everyone who's shown up since I stepped away. We went through 30 minutes of practice. We had 20 minutes. Well, we have about 14 minutes gone of the qualifying session. About 6 minutes to go. Once this ends, there will be about a 1 minute intermission in between the end of qualifying and the beginning of the race. That's where everyone can make sure they've got the correct fuel on board, the correct setup, all the brake bias, all that good stuff. Make sure that's all set. They can get on the grid, and then they can get ready to go. This will be a standing start, most likely. I think about 99% of the races within Raceroom are standing starts. So once everyone gets to the grid, The lights will go. They'll go out. They'll be on their way for 2 hours. Let me double check. So there is at least one mandatory pit stop for the minimum of 2 tires. So we know that everyone in this race will be making at least one pit stop. Over a 2-hour period, I don't know if more than one pit stop will be needed. I guess there's a possibility, especially if you pick up damage somewhere along the way, or if you really wear out your tires, then that may cause you to have a second pit stop. But I don't know if 2 full stints with 1 pit stop can do it, or if there'll have to be 2 scheduled pit stops for tires and or fuel. At least from the graphic that I'm looking at. There's no multiplier on fuel and or tires. So the fuel will burn off at the normal rate. The tires will give way at the normal rate. So we might only see 1 pit stop for those who can do it. So unfortunately, we're down to 15 people now. We've lost 2. About 3 minutes of qualifying. It looks like, and I'm assuming probably everyone is in their own little private qualifying session. So with just under 3 minutes, if someone is not close, if someone isn't about 2 minutes from the finish line, their laps won't count. So probably many folks at this point have made it back to the pits, give themselves a little extra time to get everything ready before a race. Maybe step away for, a quick drink, quick snack, who knows. A little potty break. You'll need it since you're strapped into this bad boy for 2 hours. So Adam here is improving in every sector so far. And he is currently racing against the clock to finish this lap, which he should, with 2 minutes to go left in qualifying. And there he comes down that long straight. He will definitely make it to the end. We'll see right now. He's posted an 8-minute 1 second lap. We're going to see where he comes in. Just from the time he's picked up in sector 1 and 2, he will definitely be under 8:01. He might be right around the 8-minute mark or lower. He might hit 7:59, depending on how he does these last few turns. Here he comes out. 7:58. My goodness. Well, 7:59.076. Very close to a 7:58. That is impressive. Pedro here has 43 seconds to finish his lap. I'm guessing he will. He's picked up time in Sector 1 overall. He's 0.6 off of Adam in Sector 2, but he's done the best Sector 2 for himself. He's got 25 seconds from here. Oh, he's not going to get it. I don't like that, how Raceroom does that. So Pedro is not going to be able to finish. He might have gotten a little bit better time than 8:03. But as of right now, here are your official qualifying results. Adam Komorowski, P1 with a 7:59. Pedro comes in, also did let him finish. My graphic is just up in the way. An 8-minute flat for Pedro. Ian McClure comes in P3 with an 8:04. Mauricio Delgado P4. Ken Gerbert P5. Bernie Puebla P6. Jord Evans P7. Luca Nedelko, I've seen his name before, P8. Sean Patterson P9. William Lebowski P10. We're in the trees as we await. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get out of the trees. I don't think I can because there's no one on the. There's nobody on the track yet. So we'll hang out here in the trees for just a bit as everyone kind of gets themselves ready. I think we're getting. We must be getting big as a YouTube channel, even though we're not, because we get spam now in the chat. It never used to happen. Bring on the spam. Bring on the chat. Get us out of the trees. Let's go. I don't know where this is going to be. I'm going to hang out here for just a little bit of the start of the race. Then I'll probably walk away for a while. So everyone enjoy what they see. Hey, there's everyone on the... trying to get it. Oh, I was pushing the wrong buttons. And they're off. Here we go. Am I an auto director? I'm not. Now we're an auto director. We're getting all the good stuff. We'll go kind of the maybe for the first thing here, we're an auto director. So right now we're on Mauricio Delgado, but I thought we're in the helicopter mode. We weren't. That's not a helicopter. It's behind it. My apologies, everyone, messing around with all the various cameras. You know what? I'll quit messing around. We'll leave it on that. Mauricio Delgado, Adam Komorowski out in front with his ADAC 2020 Bentley. Pedro very close behind in the Porsche. He's got Ian McClure right there as well in the BMW. Mauricio Delgado as they've gone now out of focus. Now they're back. He's in P4. Jord Evans has moved up to P5 here in his Bentley as he's got Luca Nedelko right behind in the BMW. Bernie Puebla sitting in P7. Oh, King Gerbert getting pushed off a little bit there from Charlie Matt, I guess. Get a little hot and heavy there on Ken Gerbert, pushing him out a little wide, unfortunately. Ken Gerbert's moving backwards. He's right there with Sean Patterson right behind. I had a little love tap there. He's got Rudolph Stein right ahead in the Audi. Here's William Lebowski. Ramu Martinez. Mike Riccardi, P14. Here he is. Mark Sutton. I'm not sure what happened with him. Currently driving for Tanya's Bikini Waxing and Billiards. It's a fantastic establishment. Check it out if you're in the area. They might have access right to the Nürburgring, to be honest with you. They are right there on the edge. You can get a little work done, have some billiards, have a drink, go from there. We're going back to Auto Director. Ian McClure on board with him. Right on the backside of Pedro, who these two, Adam is right there in their view, so they have not lost sight of Adam as of yet. I see a bunch of yellow flags. Who's dropping out? Rudolph is out in the gravel. He's going to try to back up a little bit. Some damage already to the front end of that Audi. And we are just under 3 minutes in. So he's moved to the back. And he will continue to try to move himself further up from there. So we are on board, not on board, but we were on board, now we're above Ian McClure. And you know, I'll apologize for the software probably ahead of time with it being auto director. It might cut, you know, the cameras fairly quickly just to keep the cars in camera going around the Nordschleife. So I'm not sure, you know, what trackside cameras we'll have. Maybe we'll be in the helicopter like we are right now. It's all automatic. It's not me doing it. So apologies ahead of time if it kind of moves around very quickly from car to car, or even on the same car. It might switch around fairly quickly just to keep the car, you know, on your screen. But for this one, let's do this. We're going to put up the compare next cars. So this is going to help out when I'm not sitting here. What this is at the bottom, if you're not familiar with it, is the software will focus on someone. That will be the person on the right. So right now, Ian McClure in P3, that's who it's focused on. And it's showing you basically how close in real time he is to the car in front of him on the left of Pedro. So just keep that in mind. Whoever it's focused on will be on the right hand side, and then the car in front of them for position will be on the left, and in the middle is that real-time battle of the relative time between them. So that'll kind of help out, as well as the standings on the left-hand side for further as we go. When cars are, you know, probably all over the place. So hopefully that helps out a little bit. Hopefully that makes it a little bit more enjoyable for when folks are watching. We have not gotten through the first lap yet. I will be here for the first lap, and then I'm going to walk away for a bit. But Ian McClure here is the closest. Ooh, who was that? Oh, a little rejoin action there. I think that was Luca. No, that was Mauricio Delgado with the quick spin and the quick rejoin. That it worked, but there was almost extra contact there with the car coming through. And my apologies for being in the trees. That's just the helicopter cam that's right there in that position. But like I said, it should move around fairly quickly to then get the cars on screen. Sean Patterson here. Patty, McDaddy, and Lamp. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that was any like dirty words I just said there. That was him. He's currently in P8 behind Bernie Puebla. William Lebowski there in P9, very, very close to Sean Patterson. We're on board now with William Lebowski, because they don't have contact, but William there has to go a little bit out to the left to avoid a collision, which is smart. Keep yourself in it. Still only lap 1. Even if you got to pick up a little bit of gravel, it's better than taking yourself out completely by a collision. King Garbett out there just for a rip. I'm not sure what rip he's got, but hopefully it's a good one. Oh, jeez. And that was a little bit of a hello, how you do from King Garbett. And there's stuff going on all over the place. Who was that? That was Charlie. Charlie Mack, King Garbett out here. Hot and heavy, as they are. Still hot and heavy. I'm going to stay on this just for a bit, because there's some stuff going on. Let's look out the back. King Garbett. William Lebowski's in the front of Ken Garbett. That's Charlie Matt there in the back. We're going to follow all the way down the stretch. Not that I'm expecting anything to happen here, but we never know because they've been touching the entire time for the last half of this race, or lap I should say. There he goes. Side by side. Drag stripping down. No contact, which is good. A little curb action there. I don't know. Charlie's car looks like it's driving a little bit sideways. I don't know if that's connection to the server, if that's ping, if that's damage. Unsure. But that does not look like... Oh, no, he's actually coming in, so it looks like he's got maybe a little bit of damage. Getting it fixed early. And Ken Garbett is on his way. So that's lap 1 in the books. I can't even calculate in my head of how many laps this will probably be. There's about 1 hour, 51 minutes to go. This baby's set to auto director. The information of the relative time there is at the bottom of who it's focused on, being on the right. The car in the front is who they're battling against, as you see here with Luca Nedelko and Jord Evans here. We have all the information on the left-hand side, so I want you to just hang out, relax, enjoy the broadcast, enjoy the stream. I'm going to be quiet for a while. I'm going to walk away for a bit, and we'll be back. So this thing's set to auto director, like I said, so it's going to jump around. It goes by the closest relative timing. So it'll probably be on Luca and Jord here for a little bit, but as you see, times maybe on the left hand up in the standings kind of shrink between cars. It'll probably jump around between them as well. So it tries to keep the action, or the most intense action, I guess you could say, on screen at all times. So like that right there. A quick cut to Sean Patterson, who's now very close to Mauricio Delgado. So with that, who's that off? That was Martinez with a spin. I think he's actually called it quits. He has. He's sideways. So we've lost one. We're down to 14 out of 15. I'm gonna walk away. I'll be back after a while. Enjoy. Please hang out. Make sure to give it a like if you want to. Dislike if you want to. Comment if you want to. Subscribe, please. Discord.gg/NARR. Get it. folks. So I've been kind of keeping an eye on this for the last, I don't know, I've been here 10, 15 minutes or so. Just enjoying the racing. It's been some great stuff. There was a great battle there, which you all saw between Adam and Pedro there, between 1 and 2. Looked like Pedro maybe just a little too much throttle out of the second carousel, put himself in the wall, and that kind of ended his run there for P1. But man, that was an amazing battle there. I can't believe it was that close, and still sort of close, as you can see there in the shot there. I mean, Pedro is only still 8 seconds off after almost 2 hours worth of time. So kudos to Pedro and Adam for running a heck of a race here, being that close after almost 2 full hours. But they are on their final lap, as we are under that 8-minute mark, which is where most of these guys were running, at least at the front, for their laps. Who am I focused on here? Let's focus on Adam being out in front in the Bentley. He is still right now on the Grand Prix section of the circuit. He'll be coming up, making that inevitable left out onto the Nordschleife itself. There it is. I don't know the Nordschleife well enough to even really tell you, the names of the corners or even what number that would be. So I'm not going to try to get too technical with what he's doing or how he's trying to run this last lap, because I'm not good at the Nordschleife anyway. But he is really just going to try for no problems, no issues, and that's because Pedro is, under 8 seconds to him. So any type of, small mix-up there from Adam in the front will put Pedro right back into it. But as I say that, I jinx Pedro as he turns around ever so slightly. And that's obviously going to just add the time in between these two competitors up at P1 and P2. So as long as Adam can keep it on the pavement, steady as it goes, he should come away with P1 in this race. Let's jump up here to him. We're going to follow him mostly through this last lap here, as it is quite deserving, as the eventual P1, as I'll say. Anything can happen, though. I seem to always have that jinx, whereas I start talking about stuff, bad things happen. So we'll see what he can do here. Let's put up the driver info. That way, I guess you can kind of see what gear he's in if you pay attention to that type of stuff. If you try to gain a little information of what he's trying to do or what he's doing out there for future runs of yours on the Nordschleife. Pedro is about 21 seconds back now after his last unfortunate the end coming around on him. Still in second place, still with 71 seconds between himself and Ian McClure in P2, P3. Rudolph Stein about 1:25 behind Ian in P4. Sean Patterson about 39 seconds beyond Rudolph in P5. Luca Nedelko. That is true, Ken. I believe, from what I didn't fully pay attention during that whole 2 hours until I came back for like the last 10 minutes or so. So I can only assume that everyone did maybe one pit stop. The Bentley, though, has a massive fuel tank. It is almost, as the nickname is, a boat. It can hold a lot of fuel. So, if he's getting close, he certainly has the gap between himself and Pedro to, maybe coast a little bit, coasting in some corners that you obviously wouldn't do, as you're fighting for position in the middle of the race. So he very well could be, getting to that line, but he has the space, he has the opportunity to dial it back in a little bit if he needs to. So hard not to spin on this track when you're pushing like that. Yeah, of course. I know from first hand on my poor driving skills in the Nordschleife. This track is very easy to spin it anywhere. With the amount of corners, with the amount of grass and gravel on each side, you have to be pretty much spot on to not really have any issues. Adam, I believe, has been pretty well spot on and not really had any issues that I was able to pay attention to throughout this race. So the timer has ended, which means when he comes across the line, that's the end of the race. So you get a little extra. So it's not really 120 minutes. It's really probably about, I don't know. I'm not sure where he is on the track yet. He just got through the first carousel. Maybe about like 124 minutes. 123 maybe. The overtime. Get a little overtime here. But we'll follow him all the way in. Like I said, he deserves it. 120 minutes of almost perfection. And that is true. Yes, Kim. Yep. I have seen many of those curbs, and then I've seen many walls after hitting those curbs. So they can certainly unsettle the car in no time if you hit them perfectly at the right speeds. They will end your day fast. So, like that right there, I think he just had that Bentley on 2 wheels, which was very impressive. He's definitely pushing it. He's not letting off. So kudos to him. As he passes through the second carousel, he's now going to be coming up very soon to the long straight. And there he goes, the marshal out there making sure nothing happens. You got the gas station out on the left. He's bringing it home. Let's go. That's the dash. Let's get the cockpit. That way you can see the engineering on inside the Bentley. A right-hand drive compared to the left. We got spam in the chat. I love it. We're going to be on board with him as he brings it home. Cross the fingers for no type of jinx. I doubt, it's hard to have anything happen in this part of the track, but anything can happen. But as you have it here, Adam Komorowski, 120 minutes. There it is. Flash those lights, baby. Your P1 winner of the 2-hour Nordschleife here in Raceroom. Weekly ranked events. Let's move on to Pedro. Pedro's coming up right on behind. He was about 18 seconds behind here at the very end. Maybe about 20, because I'm sure Adam has slowed down from crossing the line. But there goes Pedro coming across P2 of the 2-hour Nordschleife. Jump even further back. You've got Ian McClure. He's coming up on someone there. I don't know if that's Jord Evans or Mark Sutton. Can't quite see who that is. If it's a PlayStation car, it's Mark Sutton. I think it is Mark Sutton. Mark, he may drag race Ian all the way down the stretch here. It's wide enough. It's long enough. There they go. Probably the Mercedes has a little bit more power on it than the BMW down the stretch, so I would think Ian would be into the line anyway, but I'm sure Mark will let off here ever so slightly to not really mess up Ian, as Ian's going to come in at P3 for this race. Mark will be coming in at P9. Officially, I think only 1 lap down, I believe. But here they come. Ian McClure, P3. along with Mark Sutton right behind at P9 for this 2-hour Nordschleife. There they go. Let's move on back. Rudolph Stein coming through. We're just going to keep this camera angle because I like it. These are the static trackside cameras that I probably should have played with in the beginning because it would have kept this as it scrolled through the people. And this one's probably a little bit better than the overhead helicopter camera or whatever, drone camera, whatever you want to call it. But he's going to be bringing it home. He's going to be finishing in P4 without any issues coming up. There's some nice World Wide Web URLs there painted into the road. The Audi Sport as the Audi comes through. Picture perfect. A little bit of damage there on the front. I know I might have been lap 1. Rudolph had some issues with the gravel, hit the wall, but it's still here at the end. As I said in the beginning, you got to be at the end to finish. If you don't make it to the end, you don't finish. As we see Rudolph here coming across up the baby hill there, comes down the front stretch, and he'll cross the line at P4. Let's jump on back. Sean Patterson just went under the Audi banner on the back stretch. He's going to be bringing it home. He's in the Callaway Corvette. Without any hiccups here, he'll be coming across at P5. Pedro, that was a great race, my friend. Fantastic job. Number 1 being that close with 30 minutes to go. We were all sad to see the small unfortunate mishaps, but either way, fantastic work. They're coming in at P number 2. Sean Patterson here crossing the line at P5. Luca Nedelko, he's out there. He's in the BMW. Not exactly sure where he is. He's in the car photos corner, as I'll start calling it. Oh, so that's the corner right before the front stretch, or the long stretch, I should call it. So he's going to be coming through there, probably in P6 with no problems. Anything can happen at any time, so not that I want to see it. Fingers crossed it doesn't happen, but anyone can crash here right in this stretch and end your race right before it ends under the Bilstein. He's scooting towards the line. Yeah, Pedro, that was like I said, that was an awesome job. It was unfortunate that you had to jump up to the GT3s and not stay in the GT4s where you were at the beginning of practice. It would have been nice to see a little multi-class, but hey, can't pick and choose, I guess. We at least got 15 in here, so that's better than nothing. We're gonna move on back. This is gonna be P7. Mauricio Delgado. He's gonna be storming. I think he's coming up on the car photos. Maybe soon. There it is. Car photos for him. That Marshall wants to go home. Down the long stretch. Coming to the left, right, left. And then the finish line. I think it's a left, right, left. Get the Bilstein, then you get the left. Then not the left. Left, right, left, finish line. Yeah, Pedro, you were the only one in the GT4 in practice, so. But you made it all work out in the GT3s, so good on you on that one. And Mauricio coming through P7. Bernie Puebla, I believe the last one out there. That Marshall by the Audi sign can now go home. Bernie screaming to the line here. He's going to be the last one to come across. He's going to come across in P8. 10 finished. 15 started. And whether anyone finished or didn't finish, you still get a round of applause from me. The Nordschleife, it's tough. It's so long. It's an 8-minute lap, depending on the configuration. You have to know it like the back of your hand if you want to survive it. I personally can't do it. Not that I'm the greatest sim racer ever. It's not one that I can do, so I applaud anyone who tries it and gives it a go and makes it work. But here you go. After Bernie comes across the line, that is the end. You've got Adam Komarowski, P1. Pedro da Silva Souza. I hope I said the right, Pedro. If I didn't, my apologies. P2 for you. Ian McClure, P3. Rudolph Stein, P4. Sean Patterson, P5. Luca Nedelko, P6. Mauricio Delgado, P7. Bernie Puebla, P8. Mark Sutton, P9. Jord Evans, P10. William Lebowski, P11. Mike Riccardi, P12. And then Charlie Matt, P13. Ken Garbett, P14. And Ramu, I think. Or Ramau Martinez, P15. And it's cycling through. We're going to go here. So, hopefully, I know I wasn't here the entire time. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. But hopefully that was all very much enjoyable for everyone. Hopefully the software kept everything, all the action on screen at all times. For all of you that were here for this entire time, also kudos to you and my extreme appreciation for everyone that hung out in the chat, who watched along. Thank you for watching along, even if I'm not here, talking about everything. That's a long race. 2 hours of that. Some races go by even quicker at 2 hours because they're kind of shorter laps, so it feels like it goes faster. But thanks to everyone who stopped by. Thanks to everyone who hung out the entire time, who chatted, who liked. There's 11 likes on this already. We very much appreciate that. And like I said, this is not all for me. This is for the people that were out there. This is for the community. This is for all of you in the chat. This is to showcase NARR community members, and then even those that jump into the weekly ranked event. So we're really showcasing anyone on a weekly basis in Raceroom, in AMS2, anywhere that our members race and that we can stream or record for. We do this for all of you out there. So all those likes are not for me, they're for all of you. Hopefully more likes get put on this. Hopefully we get more subscribers to this channel, because it's all for the racers, it's all for the community members. It's all just for the love of sim racing, that everyone who loves to do it. So it's very much appreciated when everyone hangs out, puts likes on it, chats, and does all the good stuff. So so with that, what's today, Wednesday? Tomorrow there's a Automobilista 2 race within the NARR Discord community. I doubt there is a stream for that. So we might try to get the replay and put a recording up. I'm not sure yet. Friday night, I think, is Raceroom again. There might be a stream for that. It all just depends on what I have kind of going on from day to day. But we stream and we record and we post as much as we can on this channel. So if you enjoyed this, if you enjoy the other videos after watching them, subscribe, put your notifications on, and you'll get a little notification whenever we do something. So it'll keep you in the know at all times. If you're not in the community, jump in there. Discord.gg/NARR. That gets you right to it. Sign up, join in, say hello, get racing. As I said in the beginning, if you weren't here, we have members that do variety of the sims. Raceroom, of course, it's here right now. AMS2, ACC, iRacing, Wreckfest, not really a sim, but a game. We have some folks that do R Factor too. So we have people that do stuff all the time. So, and we do races in a variety of sims. We do championships in a variety of sims. We try to do as much as we can to keep the community involved, to keep them happy, to keep them having fun. That's the most important thing. So jump on in there, make yourself known, get out there. Oh, Dirt Rally too. If you're a rally racer, jump on in there. We've got a year-long community club championship going. Each month a different event, multiple stages. Off you go. So I'll leave it with that. Thanks to everyone that was here. Thanks to everyone who put the time in to actually race this on the America's version of the server in Raceroom. And yeah, that's really all that I have. So, you know, hopefully everyone found it enjoyable, even with not me, you know, without me being here talking the entire time. It's probably more enjoyable at times when I'm not here talking all the time, because I usually just ramble. We'll sign off. You know, everyone stay safe, stay healthy. Everyone get notifications set up for YouTube, jump in the server, follow all the various stuff, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. You know, find all of our stuff, hook them all up for you. That way you're in the know wherever you are. Most important thing, jump in the Discord community if you're not already in it. So with that, we'll call it a night. We'll wait for the schedule to come out tomorrow, or even later tonight, or sometime for Raceroom, so we'll all find out the next week's ranked event and daily ranked schedule and everything like that. So once that comes out, we'll get everything going. We'll stream again next week, and yeah. So like I said, everyone stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. As always, I love you, and as always, I appreciate everyone out there. And we'll go from there. And we'll whatever. I've lost my train of thought. I ramble. Either way, bye. Stay safe.